Lahore Grammar School, Quetta, lesson by Faiza for grade 7. Component is creative writing. Okay, before I start off with the topic, I want you to know that I love this tree. It's a tree of all season. Isn't it beautiful? Anyhow, so it's a waitress with dream. Let's see what the story is about. Okay, so this story is not about one person, but it is actually about two main characters. So it'll have Mr. Doofus and the girl or the woman, the waitress, and her name is Edna. So we have two main characters in it, unlike our all creative writings that we've been doing. We're going to have two main characters that are going to come together in order to make a waitress dream come true. Or maybe it is Mr. Doofus' dream that becomes the waitress' dream as well. And she works hard towards it. So let's see. Adna is a girl, or is a woman. She works in a restaurant as a waitress. And she's tired of washing dishes. And she's tired of taking orders of well-done beef burgers. And she wants to make her life more meaningful. However, on the other side, the other main character of the story is Mr. Doofus, and he's been looking after the zoo for many years. And when the gates of the zoo close and the visitors leave at night, Mr. Doofus could speak to the animals. This is something that his speciality, or it's magic. He starts talking to the animal and they talk to him back. So, let's see. What options do we have? Edna could be saving money to buy her own restaurant, and Mr. Doofus is going to help her buy one. So it could be a story of Edna saving money and end up meeting Mr. Doofus, and Mr. Doofus helping her save more money in order to buy a restaurant. So it could be one option. It could be Edna to be sent to the zoo to sell burgers and end up knowing Mr. Doofus' secret that he could speak to the animals. Or it could be Mr. Doofus changing Edna's mind and she ends up working for the zoo and learn to speak to the animals. So it becomes a dream to work in the zoo, at the zoo, and she starts speaking to the animals. Right? Many options. So begin your story with the background of your characters. You need to write about both the characters and then tell how are they alike. Because if they're alike in personality, they're going to be together. They're going to meet each other. They're going to know about each other. And, so the characters should connect somewhere. Then explain who the characters are and where they came from. So, obviously, when you're telling the background and the personality of the characters, you will be able to connect them. Why do you think the dream is important to Edna? So, whatever the dream is, we need to make sure that the dream is very important to Edna and she'll do anything to make it come true. You can further describe the zoo and the animals and the way they talk to Mr. Doofus. What do they talk about to Mr. Doofus? It could be their problems. It could be something magical. Maybe the animals end up telling Edna and Mr. Doofus about, about a treasure in Africa. So it could be a story of Mr. Doofus and Edna flying to Africa, finding the treasure, come back. Maybe Mr. Doofus end up buying the zoo and Edna buying her own restaurant. So they both get their dream. Conclusion and moral of your story. Moral of your story should include that you should never quit and that you should follow your dreams. Right? Please use the given map in order to plan your story. And the last, I have some parents' personality, condition, feeling, emotion, some nice adjectives for you here. Go through them, use them in your creative writing, and please submit your assignment as soon as possible. so that I can go through it, can check it, can enjoy it. Stay home, stay safe. Bye bye.